award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2023. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join over 4,700 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Live from War Memorial Stadium in Union City, Tennessee, Worthy Road Studios and BallGame Blitz Sports Network proudly present USJ Bruins football. And tonight, the Bruins are on the road for the second consecutive week as they've journeyed an hour northwest to take on the Golden Tornadoes of Union City High School. Hello again, everyone. I'm Steve Beverly, and last week, if you were with us, you know it was a tale of two games for these two teams. Both of them won on the road, but the path to victory for each of them was entirely different. The Bruins traveled to Trenton to take on Peabody in a game that some observers favored the Golden Tide. The observers were wrong because USJ scored the first 4 times it had the ball, each time in one play of more than 60 yards. And that offensive power turned out 534 yards on the way to a 49-20 victory over Peabody. Noah Spencer scored 3 touchdowns, 2 on the ground and 1 on a 65-yard pass from Corbin Howard. Mills Terry hauled in a 67-yard pass for a touchdown. And how about Jackson Pugh, who led the Bruins in rushing and had 2 long runs for TDs in the second half. Coach Derek Pritchard was happy with the defensive pressure as well, with Terry as well as Alex Wallace, Noah Britt, Barrett Shelton, Carson Moore, and Bradley Stamper, and many others combining for multiple stops. And don't forget the kicking game of Cooper Sykes and Sawyer Hutchison. If the Bruins have room for improvement, it is definitely in the category of penalties. USJ was flagged 15 times last week, and that is definitely an area where Coach Pritchard wants to see the whole numbers evaporate. As for Union City, the path to victory came down to the final play against Murray. Golden Tornado quarterback Zach Summers threw a 21-yard touchdown pass to senior Cohen Simpson with 8 seconds left for a 35-28 thriller. Running backs Kerbin Thompson and Aiden Reed scored in the first half on short touchdown runs, and Summers proved he can lead this team with his legs when he scored on a 25-yard scramble with 10 minutes left in the game. And that's not all. Another big gun on offense is running back Tiari Jones, who broke free on a 25-yard touchdown run to open the scoring last Friday. Now, Coach Nick Markle told some of the reporters here in this area that it is going to take a total team performance for Union City to make it 2 in a row. Last year, the Bruins squeaked out a gut-wrenching 20-19 victory over the Golden Tornado when they were playing at Carlock Stadium. The big question for Coach Pritchard and his staff, can the Bruins put together 2 consecutive weeks of explosive plays and do it on the road? They'll be facing a loud crowd here tonight at Union City, as well as an experienced defensive line. Now, one other challenge that may be a little easier than last week is the weather. Our meteorologist, Christian Bryson, has told us that after the oppressive heat that we've had this week, that earlier, we thought we were going to have a chance of scattered thunderstorms. That's out of the forecast. We are going to start the game with an air temperature of about 88 and the heat index about 94. It feels about like it should at this time of year. At least we're not going to have a heat index that's going to be over 100. We were close to that last week at kickoff time. And that sets the stage for what appears to be one of the marquee matchups in West Tennessee tonight. And I want to tell you a couple of important things before we take a break and let you visit with our sponsors. This is a copyrighted broadcast of Worthy Road Studios for 2024. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, editing, or other further use of the description and accounts and pictures of this BallGame Blitz broadcast without the written consent of Worthy Road Studios is strictly prohibited. And we remind you that other high school teams covered by BallGame Blitz Sports Network are Trinity Christian Academy and South Gibson. And those games are broadcast to each of those high schools' Facebook page, just as it is here for all of you good folks from University School of Jackson. And we also broadcast all Union University home games, including volleyball, soccer, basketball, softball, and baseball. And also on the agenda, Jackson Rockabilly Baseball, Bethel Football, and Lane College Football and Basketball. All of the BallGame Blitz games are archived to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel, so don't forget to subscribe to the Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel. Tonight's game is brought to you by the Blacksmith Restaurant, Chuck Hutton Nissan, King Tire Company, Jones Chevrolet, Deaton's Carpet, Elite Dental, Humboldt Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, McCoy's Heating and Air Conditioning, King Jewelers, Foundation Bank, Great American Sports, Fitscape's Lawn Service, Summit of Jackson, and Roberts Jewelers, as well as BH Social, Randy Terry State Farm, Snyder Equipment, Jeremy Little Shelter Insurance, H&M Construction, Garrett Heating and Plumbing, Dynamix, Perkins Restaurant, and the Willows of Jackson. We're going to take a break and let you visit with some of those sponsors, and then we'll be back with the kickoff of tonight's game.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory. No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Hey Jackson, Chuck Hutton, Tennessee's trusted name in automotive excellence, is proud to announce the grand opening of Chuck Hutton Nissan, now open at the I-40 and 45 bypass right in the heart of Jackson. Come see why Chuck Hutton has been the go-to destination for car buyers in Memphis for over 100 years. Now we're bringing that same dedication and experience to Jackson. Come experience the Chuck Hutton difference for yourself. Chuck Hutton Nissan will have you saying, "I'm going to Jackson."
Beauty House Social, Jackson's premier blowout bar and full-service salon and med spa. From lashes and facials to cosmetic injections and lasers, we have it all. Let's be social.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for supporting this broadcast. Jeremy Little, Shelter Insurance, 189 West University Parkway, Suite A, Jackson. Snyder Equipment, 1311 Lower Brownsville Road, Exit 74 on I-40.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first, then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitscapes, let's build something beautiful.
Steve Beverly back with you live here from Union City High School, and we are about set to have the toss of the coin, and the captains are gathered at each end of the field. And you may notice with this shot right here that the sun is blistering, but it's going to end in about probably 15 minutes. It's going to drop down below these trees here. Sunset is 7:25 tonight, so that'll balance out our view much better than what it has been as we've been here since about 5 o'clock this afternoon. And trust me, it has been profuse here. But it's good to see a number of folks who have made the trip up from Jackson, and glad to see them over across the way. And we're about 6 minutes away from kickoff here at War Memorial Stadium. And last week, both of these teams capturing victory on the road, and this time Union City, the host team, and they're going to try to see if they can make it 2 in a row, but the Bruins want to be spoilers for that, and definitely last week they put together an amazing offensive show. Lots of explosive plays, and I talked to Coach Derek Pritchard before tonight's game, and he said that was somewhat of an anomaly because in all his years of coaching, and I can tell you in all of my 54 years as a broadcaster, I'd never seen that before, where a team gets the ball 4 consecutive times and scores on the first play of each drive, and all of them over 60 yards. It was just an amazing thing to watch on the way to a 49-20 victory for the Bruins last week. So we wait here for some time to tick off, and we're going to see the captains head out on the field. And for Union City, because of the glare we have here, it's hard to see what the Bruins captains are, but you've got, for Union City, junior Aiden Reed and Marcos Landeros. He's a senior, and he's a kicker. And as well, you have, and you're looking now at the Bruins captains. We'll tell you more about Union City in just a moment. For the Bruins, it is senior Miles Horton. And next to him, it is Jack Bergman, sophomore, and then Blaine Lafferty, a senior, and flanking them at the far end is senior Bryant Barnes. And so those are your fellows who are going to be calling it. And back down at the opposite end once again, Aiden Reed, who is a junior running back, as well as Dayton Buckley, a junior. He's a big 230-pounder. And Davis Hayes, he's a big one, 6'4", 335 pounds. He's number 68, the senior. And at the far end, Marcos Landeros, senior kicker. So those are your captains for tonight. And good turnout here of the hometown fans from Union City to see their Golden Tornado. And we're looking forward to an exciting contest tonight. Last week, USJ putting 49 up on the board, and that thriller that Union City had over Murray, they put up 35. So it is absolutely a night that if you compare it to last week, you should be seeing a lot of offense out there on the field tonight. And we're just glad we can bring it to you here on Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz Sports Network. And for those of you who are watching it after the game is over, we're thrilled to have you with us. And again, we want to thank all of our fine sponsors who, without them, we wouldn't have a crew here, and be it good or bad, you wouldn't have an announcer. So we are so thrilled about all of our sponsors who support USJ football. And the players are now shaking hands at midfield. I got to tell you, if you are going up against Davis Hayes, he is a monster at 335, and they've also got Keelan Robertson, 320-pounder, and Alton Smith, a senior, at 305. So they got 3 guys who are linemen that they tip the scales at better than 300. And the officials going over the instructions for tonight's game. Last week, the Bruins deferred to the second half. And it looks as though he tapped the shoulder of Aiden Reed. So let's see what happens. If Union City is going to defer to the second half, that means the Bruins will take it first. Let's see. And it looks that's exactly what's going to happen. The Bruins are going to receive the first half kickoff, and the Tornado has opted to make its choice in the second half, and that certainly is going to be to receive then. And so Bruins head back down across to the goal line, and they're going to make their big entrance. Both of these schools refer to themselves as the U, and you can see right there on the Bruin paw as the Bruins are going to enter, and it's going to be saying, "Here comes the U." The Tornadoes are coming at the opposite end of the field right now. And this is typical late August weather. Here come the Bruins. Typical late August weather. 88 degrees here as we get ready to kick this one off. These Bruins put up 534 yards in total offense last week. And the interesting thing is Corbin Howard had 184 yards passing, and he only threw it 8 times. He threw 2 TD passes of long distance, and he just really went vertical. And we are about set to go. We're delighted to have all of you who might be moms and dads that couldn't make the trip tonight, grandparents, as well as brothers and sisters who may be off at college. Aunts, uncles, and cousins, we are so proud to have you with us tonight. And the Bruins are getting set to receive. And, of course, usually it is Noah Spencer, one of the guys who's back to receive deep. Those sun shadows are really not going to bother the players because they are not going into a direction directly into the sun. So here we go with Friday Night Football once again from Union City, and the Bruins getting ready to receive, and here we go. Marcos Landros with the kickoff, and this one is going very deep, back to the 2. And trying to navigate his way through a lot of people, and he's going to get all the way down to about the 34-yard line, so a 32-yard return. And that's going to put the Bruins in business on their own 34. And they're going to spot it back at the 29-yard line, so we'll make that a 27-yard return instead of a 32. Corbin Howard calling the signals, and usually it's one man in the backfield, and this time it is, as usual, Noah Spencer, and he does an end around, a jet sweep, and he's going to be smashed up right at the line of scrimmage. And you had a combined stop that time by Teari Jones as well as Dayton Buckley. And we got a timeout. We've got an injured Tornado on the field, and so they're coming out quickly to attend to him. And from our vantage point, let's see if we can tell who that is. And he's down at about the 34-yard line. That was great pursuit on the part of Union City to stop Noah for no gain. And this is one thing, particularly on the first play of the game, you absolutely don't want to see a young man injured. And they're looking at his knee. And both teams coming back over to talk to their coaches while they are attending to the injured Union City player. It'll be 2nd and 10 when we resume action. And let's see how he does. They're going to get him up, and looks like they're going to have to, he is favoring that left knee. He's just not able to put a lot of weight on it. That's Tucker Davis, the senior linebacker, 210-pounder. They have actually marked it back at the 28-yard line, so Chalk Noah back with a loss of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 11 for the Bruins. And again, you got one man in motion. And Noah in the backfield once again. You got 4 wide receivers now. This is a quick opener. And picking up at least 12. He's gone to the 50, the 45. It's going to be a foot race. 20, 15, 10, and finally stopped down at the 5-yard line. What a reception you had by Miles Horton, who just slinked his way down the right sidelines. 67-yard pass play. And the Bruins already a 1st and goal. Another explosive play. That little screen pass for 67 yards. And they're looking over and finally making a personnel adjustment. Checking in for the Tornado is Martez Lipford, junior wide receiver. And here we go. Spencer's going to take it around right tackle and in for the touchdown. 5-yard run for the touchdown for Noah Spencer. So the Bruins on top right off the bat, 6-0. It only took them 1 minute and 20 seconds to make it happen. And so checking in to kick now, it's going to be Cooper Sykes for the extra point. And a little low one, but it's in there. So he connects on it, and so the Bruins on top 7-0. We'll take a timeout, and we'll be back. And back we are with the kickoff, and the Bruins picking up right where they left off last week with long explosive plays, and the 67-yard pass set up the 5-yard run by Noah Spencer for a touchdown. That is his 4th of the season. And the Bruins on top 7-0. And the sun is very, very slowly peeking behind those low-hanging clouds, and that's going to end any kind of shadows. Lights have been on since the start of the game, so the Bruins, 80 seconds into the game, take the lead 7-0. But this is going to be a much stronger offensive unit they're facing tonight than last week against Peabody. And here comes the kick, and it is going to about the 5. And picking it back up, good run. 24 yards on the run by Adrian Crawford. So Union City will have it 1st and 10, just inside the 30-yard lines. Call it about the 29 3/4. And I'm looking forward to seeing Zach Summers at quarterback. He has an ability to be a dual threat. As he showed last week, he can pass and he can also carry it with his legs, and he has got a big offensive line. Jones is in motion and straight up the middle, and a gain of about 4 for Kerbin Thompson. He gets it to about the 33, and they're going fast. Not a lot of time for huddle here. They're just going right into it, so this is a quick reaction offense. And a high snap, and almost fumbled it, and they're going to get maybe 1 on the play. Finally picking that one up is Aiden Reed. So it's 3rd down and 5 at the 34. Just a little bit of a mix-up on the exchange there, and thankfully for them, Reed was able to pick up on it, and we've got a timeout called. We're just 2 minutes and 16 seconds into this one. So here we go, big 3rd down play already for the Tornado. Let's see if the Bruins rush 4 in this case, and they are. Quick throw, and he is going to get the 1st down right at the 40. And picking up on the pass is Tayari Jones. So the 7-yard gain gives Union City its first down of the game at the 40. You could almost call that a run-pass situation. They got a lot of run-pass options in this offense, and he's going to roll out, and that one's knocked astray. Beautiful job of knocking that one away. Excellent defensive job on the part of Miles Horton. 9 minutes, 14 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. 2nd down 10 for the Tornado. Bruins look like they're going to rush 4 once again. You've got 2 wide receivers, one splitting out way wide left and another one that is close to the hash mark. And coming in is Troy Jocelyn, the senior. Now, Jocelyn does play quarterback. They're going to split 2 guys out to the right. 1 man in the backfield. And Jones is in motion, and he tripped on that one as he was trying to get across the 40. Picked up 2 on the play. So Reed, well, they only give him 1. They say he tripped. Third down and 9 for the Tornado. And the Bruins again trying to get pressure on Summers. And he's going to give him straight up the middle, and he is going to be short. Gets to the 45. That's Owen Wagner. So they're at the 45. And going back in the shotgun. They got 3 wide receivers, 2 on the left and 1 on the right. Another big play, and they're going to call timeout. So we will keep it right here with the Bruins leading at 7-0. They scored their touchdown in 80 seconds. They took the ball first, and in 2 plays, they managed to get it down to the 5-yard line on a 67-yard pickup. And then it was a 5-yard run by Noah Spencer, his 4th touchdown of the season already. And so that's what gave us, at this point in time, a 7-0 lead for the Bruins, but a big play coming up now for the Tornado. Hope all of you are going to have a wonderful Labor Day weekend and enjoy the opportunities to be with your families. I know there are many of you who do have to work on Labor Day, and we do appreciate each and every one of you. But for those of you who will be enjoying a day of an additional rest, enjoy it all that you possibly can. All right, they're at the 45. And once again, you've got 3 wide receivers. And he's going to swing it out over to the left. Good blocking, and he gets across to the 47. And good pickup by Cohen Simpson for the 8-yard gain and another first down for the Tornado. And once again, quickly up over the ball. Summers 2 out of 3 so far with 12 yards. And 2 first downs now for the Tornado. And going to hand it straight up the middle, and a pickup this time of about 3. And they're going to spot it right at the 45. So a 2nd and 7. And this has been just a very slow, gradual drive. They're just chunking it out about 2, 3, 5, sometimes 7 yards on it. And you got a man in motion. They fake the handoff, and that one is just a little bit too high. You could tell that he was leading Reed a little bit too long. So it's incomplete. And it'll be 3rd down and 7. So back up over the ball, not wasting a lot of time. They're going to try to get as many plays as they can. They shoot to get 75 to 80 plays in every game. And this time he hands off, and stacking him right up at the 47-yard line are 2 Bruins. And it looks like it was Barrett Shelton as well as Carson Moore, and they're picking up where they left off last week. And it's a loss of 2 on the play, so it is 4th down and 9. So here we go, an important 4th down play. And Summers dropping back, trying to find somebody open. His receivers are covered. Now he fires, and it's out of bounds, and so the Bruins will take over on downs. Bruins did an excellent job of pass defense on that play. Now let's see, we got a flag back at about the 47. Let's see what the story is on this one. It's in an area where a lot of times you will be seeing holding, but let's see what the story is here. The Bruins are acting as though they are anticipating the penalty. And that's what plagued them last week, because they were flagged 15 times for 125 yards. And this is going to be a big 15-yarder and what appears to be an automatic first down. So the Bruins really hammered on that one. Looked as though they had stopped it, would be taking over, and instead, first down. So they got to wipe that one off and try to see if they can get some more stops here, as the ball is just outside the 32, and it is going to be tripping up. Nice job of doing the trip up on that one was Miles Horton. And Crawford picked up, we're going to give him 1 on the play, so it's 2nd down and 9. At the 31-yard line. And they've got everybody in tight with 2 wide receivers right and one of them in motion. And quarterback draw up the middle. That was a design play, and he picks up to about the 27. So Summers gains 5 on the play. And that makes it 3rd down and 5. They have to get to the 22 for the first down. But this has been a good, steady drive for them. 14 plays on the drive. And he's going to try it himself, and he is hornswoggled by Noah Britt. That was a headlock tackle, and so a gain up to about the 25.5-yard line, so you got to know they're going to go for it. And it's 4th down and 3. Clock ticking away down to 4:40 to go here in the first period. And he's going to carry it himself, and now he knocks it away and trying to get it, and the Bruins are going to come up with it. It would not have been a first down regardless, but coming up with it was Carson Moore, and so the Bruins take over on downs. And so despite getting hammered with the 15-yard penalty, the Bruins will take over at their own 27. So that was a 14-play drive. And they had 43 yards they gained on it, but in the end, the Bruin defense tightened up and stopped them at the 27. So Bruins take over leading 7-0. And we hear a whistle from the officials, and it appears as though Mills Terry is going to check out briefly. And let's see at the opposite end who is coming in. And it appears that it is Jack Kreider who comes in place of Mills Terry. And a handoff goes, and carrying it himself is Corbin Howard. He broke one big time last week for 67 yards. And he picks up one here. Let's watch it. Look at the blocking. Nice fake, and then Corbin, it's a misdirection. And Corbin picks up 6 yards on the play. And you got a first down now for Noah Spencer. But let's see, do we have a flag on the play? I'm not certain. The officials are talking it over. And we'll see what they say, and it is holding. And again, you got a 10-yarder on the play, but more importantly, just snuffing out a first down on the part of the Bruins, and that really messed them up last week in some situations. Even though the 49-20 victory was a runaway, they probably they did cost themselves definitely one more touchdown that was called back in another long, long run. So the Bruins are all the way back to the 24-yard line. And this time they're going to go to Noah Spencer, and he tries to crowd and gets maybe 2 on the play before he is swarmed under by DJ Evans and Kerbin Thompson. So give Noah 2 on the play. Last week he carried 5 times for 128 yards. Tonight he's had 3 carries for 6 yards, but one of them was for a touchdown. And that's the game's only score thus far, so the Bruins will be at their own 26. 3rd down and about 11. Man in motion. High snap, it's bobbled, and Corbin is going to try to fire one, and it is knocked away. Corbin was looking to go deep, and he had that one just absolutely slammed back in his face. So it is 4th down, and the Bruins will punt. They only had to do this twice last week in the opener. So Cooper Sykes will go back deep to punt. And it'll be interesting to see if they've only got one man in deep safety. It'll be interesting to see if they try to block this one. And he gets a low roller, but it's going to take a big Bruin bounce. It goes all the way to the 29.5-yard line, and so a long bounce on that play. And so the Bruins managed to come away with an outstanding kick. They lead it 7-0 with 2 minutes and 42 seconds remaining in that punt. And you look at that from our vantage point right here, a 46-yard punt. About 20 yards of it was roll. So they spotted at the 29.5, and that is where the Golden Tornado will begin. And checking back in is Zach Summers. A young man has a lot of savvy to him. He's just a sophomore, and he is one who is going to lead this team for 2 more years after this one. And quick handoff up the middle, and the gain is going to be about 4. That was Aiden Reed. A lot of short running plays so far in the game for Union City. So it's 2nd down and 6 from the 34. And he's got 1 wide receiver split out right. 1 man in the backfield, a man in motion, and again, they keep it on the ground, and he's got nowhere to go. They were going to Reed again. And this time on the stop, Joshua O'Neill as well as Carson Moore, and so virtually maybe a half yard on the play. So it's 3rd down and 6. And let's see if he goes for a deep one or if he's going to try another screen. He's got 3 wide receivers and 1 man in the backfield. And he's firing it down the field, and a nice job of breaking that one up. Good time jump by Hudson Rushing to knock it away. So far tonight, 2 out of 5 for 12 yards for Zach Summers. And you can see on the replay right here, it was perfect timing in reaching up to knock that one away was the sophomore Hudson Rushing, who's getting some excellent minutes in here. So Union City will punt it away. And you've got Noah Spencer back deep. He's standing on his 21 to accept the snap. And nice high, good hang time on it, but it doesn't go very deep, and it is going to be down at the 40. So the Bruins will have excellent field position at their own 40 after the 25-yard punt. So the Bruins, again, so far tonight, let's take a look at their stats. They've got 79 yards of offense, 67 yards passing, and 12 yards on the ground. And you know Derek Pritchard likes to mix and match with this, as does offensive coordinator Bo Wallace. So he'll have a lot of run-pass option in this game. And he hands that one off to Noah, and he's going to try to get around with somewhat of a jet sweep, but he is snapped away after only, they're going to give him 3 to about the 43. So Noah hasn't been able to get a breakaway run so far tonight. They're having to grind it out because this is a very, very tough, and watch this on the replay, and you'll have an opportunity to see just exactly what Noah was up against. It was good blocking on the line, but they bounce off those blocks. And Noah is smacked out of bounds at the 43. So Bruins have 2nd and 7. They got 3 wide receivers, actually 4 wide receivers, 3 left, 1 right. And Corbin looking for a man, and he may carry this himself. Nope, he drops it. And he grabs that one. Nice catch by Mills Terry as he gets to the 49 and gets the first down. So it's an 8-yard gain. So second first down of the game for the Bruins. Union City has 3 so far, and so we have about 55 seconds left, and we got timeout. So we'll take a break with the Bruins on top, 7-0.
Are you looking to build a career? Build a career with West Tennessee's own H&M Company. H&M is a leading coast-to-coast industrial design and construction firm for Fortune 500 companies. Founded in Milan in 1957 and headquartered in Jackson, H&M is actively hiring in all areas of construction and engineering. Visit us at hmcompany.com to start building your career today.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory. Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Bruins getting back over the ball, leading 7-0 late here in the first quarter, but driving at the Union City 49. He's going to hand this one off, and it's going to go, and look at Noah just pull the defenders with him as he gains another first down, a pickup of 12 for Noah Spencer. Third first down of the game for the Bruins as they get to about the 37. And Noah doing what he does best, and they're going to go right back to him, and he's cutting inside, and he's going to, boy, look at that big block that came toward the end by Noah Britt. And he maneuvered his way down to the 31, and the Bruins aren't wasting any time getting back over the ball. So Noah with 28 yards on 6 carries so far in the game. It's a second down and about 3. And we'll see. They may not get a play off here. I think they may just let this one tick off and swap ends of the field, and that is exactly what they're going to do. So we are at the end of the first quarter. The Bruins on top over Union City, 7-0.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating, 668-3339, for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour, and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports. You can email or call us for all your teen sports needs. Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction.
Steve Beverly welcoming you back to War Memorial Stadium here in Union City. The Bruins on top 7-0, and they are driving as we get ready to start the second quarter. In the first quarter, the Bruins with 109 yards total offense. Last week they put together 534 for the entire game, so they are again trying to make this one a steady effort, but they are in this drive not looking for the big explosive play. And he fakes the handoff to Spencer. Now he's going for an explosive play, but it is well over the head of the intended receiver, who was Mills Terry. So they'll bring it back, and it'll be third down. 3rd and 3. They have to get to the 28 for the first down. So Spencer's going to be in the backfield, and also looking in there, you've got Corbin, and he's looking over to the sidelines to see what his offensive coordinator wants him to dial up here. Just into the second quarter here from Union City, Tennessee. And here we go. He's going to go right up the middle with it, and Noah is going. He is going to be 10-5, touchdown Bruins. And I don't think we have any flags on the play. A 28-yard touchdown run, his 5th TD of the season. And there he goes. Look at it right there at the 30. He just broke away from 3 defenders, and it was goodbye time right there. So 15 seconds into the second quarter, it's about to be a 14-0 game. As Cooper Sykes gets the extra point. So let's take a break. The Bruins do it again, and they're on top, 14-0.
Hey Jackson, Chuck Hutton, Tennessee's trusted name in automotive excellence, is proud to announce the grand opening of Chuck Hutton Nissan, now open at the I-40 and 45 bypass right in the heart of Jackson. Come see why Chuck Hutton has been the go-to destination for car buyers in Memphis for over 100 years. Now we're bringing that same dedication and experience to Jackson. Come experience the Chuck Hutton difference for yourself. Chuck Hutton Nissan will have you saying, "I'm going to Jackson."
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
Bruins set to kick off, up 14-0. That's what they did last week against Peabody. Got out to a 2-touchdown lead. Peabody answered to make it 14-6, and then all of a sudden it was a romp from that point of 49-20. They don't expect that tonight, I can tell you. This Union City team can be just as explosive, and they have a lot of weapons out there. So the Bruins back to kick deep. And good spinner that goes back to the 5. And Jones is taking it, and he's got a good run, and he may be going. He's at the 45, and he's got blockers, and he's going to go all the way, 95 yards for a touchdown. Outstanding blocking. Now watch this on your replay. Now he took it at the 5. And this is Tayari Jones, and you know what kind of a threat he is. Look at him go through a pocket of blockers, and then when he got to the 40, he started turning on the steam, and he just blew off again 3 more would-be tacklers, and all the way. And that one gets the big homestanding crowd back into this one. 14-6 and going for the extra point. And it is good. Landros with the extra point kick. And so just like that, in a period of 12 seconds, it's a 14-7 game. Bruins still on top. Kickoff after this.
Why rent an apartment when you can lease a home? The Summit in Jackson offers 2- and 3-bedroom single-family homes with lots of amenities. Enjoy the comfort and space in a gated community with smart technology, ADS security, and no maintenance. Short and long-term leases are available, so visit our website or call to schedule your tour today at the Summit in Jackson.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
"95-yard kickoff return by Tayari Jones, and he just completely changed the complexion of this game. Bruins up 14-0, and it looked about 3 times on that return that there were tacklers who could end what looked like it was going to be maybe a 25, 30, 35-yard return, and then when he got to the 40, he took off and shook off 3 would-be tacklers and went all the way 95 yards, kickoff return for a touchdown. So the fans are back into this one once again from the home side. Now, last week when Peabody answered down 14-0 and scored a touchdown, the Bruins came back with 2 more of their own. And this is going to be a short one and basically taking what amounts to a fair catch. That was Bradley Stamper, and so the Bruins are going to have it at their own 35. So they've got 65 yards to navigate. And Corbin Howard getting ready to get his charges back together. So you have seen some explosive plays in this game. Of course, Noah Spencer with a 28-yard touchdown run, a 67-yard pass by Corbin Howard to Horton, and then the 95-yard kickoff return for a touchdown by Tayari Jones. And once again, almost slipped it, and then a handoff. This is not Noah Spencer, and going around his right end. And that one is Jackson Pugh, who you saw last week got in some great game action, scoring 2 long touchdowns, 45 and 65 yards. And he was actually the leading ground gainer last week for the Bruins, playing most of the second half. Now, Noah's back in there again, and you're going to have 4 wide receivers on this play. And you got some big guys on this defensive line that you're having to challenge on each and every play. You got 1 man in motion. And here goes Howard rolling out to his left. And a screen, and picking up about 4 yards on the play is Mills Terry, getting to about the 42. And this was designed as a misdirection, and Mills is right out there in the flat, and then he finally goes down after a gain of 4. 79 yards passing so far in tonight's game for Corbin Howard. So once again, this time you're going to have 3 wide receivers, and Noah's back in the backfield. They got to get to the 44 for the first down, and we got 10 minutes remaining in the first half. And he claps. This time he's going to roll out right. And he gets it right across midfield. And excellent job of taking that one in is Alex Wallace. And let's take it. They go left and then they go right. And Corbin, perfectly timed pass, picks it up down to the 48-yard line. And so they are at, we got to go back. We got a penalty on the play, so they're back to the 41. No, they're not. It looked as though we were. All right, they're at the 48, and they got the first down. And this time he's going to roll out left. He's going long. And open for it and going right through the hands. Oh, my goodness, and nobody feels worse about that than Mills Terry. It was bang, bang on the sideline. And you can see it's a timing pattern, and Mills was right there. He had a defender right there with him, and now we got a flag on the play right at the 50. And it looks like an ineligible man downfield. So the incomplete pass, you wipe that one off. But for the Bruins, again, stymied by penalties. So they're back to the 47. Now they have to get to the 39. You've got 3 wide receivers. And I wouldn't be surprised if we have a man in motion here. I was wrong. This time he fakes the handoff, and pass was so quick. He was trying to hit Wallace Driver with it and just completely out of the range. So you get it back to the 47 once again. A little bit more than 9 minutes remaining here in the first half of play from Union City. Bruins on top 14-7. And looks like they might be changing the play here. You only have 2 wide receivers left this time. And Corbin is trying to hang on to it this time. It's just going to be a pitch back. And let's see what Noah can get out of this one. He gets to about the 49-yard line. So this is a pick of about 5, and he had some good blocking until he cut back toward the center. So Noah, so far in tonight's game, 61 yards rushing. And they've got Wallace Driver split extremely wide left. Important third down play. 3rd and 9. And Corbin's going to roll out right this time. Fires, and it's complete for a first down, and he may go. And finally, Alex Wallace is slowed down. He just didn't quite have enough speed to get away and take it to the house, but watch how this works. Corbin rolling out to his right and then firing, and he split those 2 defenders, and were it not there for Andre Small, that ball would have been all the way inside. So they are on the 15. And he's going to call his own number. And he spins off a defender and gets almost down in the end zone. He is down to the 2. So Corbin calling his own number. 13-yard pickup on the play. And there you go. He gets it in the end zone. Touchdown, Noah Spencer, 2-yard run. So Noah is just piling up the touchdowns tonight, and the Bruins are up 20-7. And that was a drive with well-mixed plays.
On building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with.
And let's go for the extra point here. Extra point is up and good. So Sykes with the kick. So the Bruins on top 21-7. We'll be back with more after this.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first. Then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitscapes, let's build something beautiful.
For over 60 years, King Tire Company has been a trusted name in quality tires and auto care, proudly serving the Jackson community for decades from our Old Hickory Boulevard location with tires, alignments, oil changes, AC repairs, brakes, belts, hoses, radiator repair, and more. King Tire Company delivers the expertise and reliability you can depend on. Visit King Tire Company on Old Hickory Boulevard in Jackson today, where decades of experience meet top-notch service.
66-yard drive for the Bruins in 7 plays, resulting in a 2-yard run by Noah Spencer for the touchdown, and it's 21-7. And the Bruins are just seemingly having their way on offense tonight. Noah has scored all 3 of the Bruin touchdowns. That gives him 6 for the season. Oh, getting set to kick off. Now, the last one went all the way back to the 5, but it resulted in a 95-yard touchdown. This time, they're going to go with a ground scooter, and it's picked up at the 16. And he's warding off the defenders once again, but they will finally, and you got a flag on the play. I don't know whether they're going to call this one. I don't know if they're going to be calling a face mask here. And there he is at about the 16. And this is Crawford. And he takes it out to the 36. And it is a face mask against the Bruins. It looked as though that was exactly what we were going to have whenever the official is right in that situation. So they're going to be starting at the Bruin 49, and once again it is penalties. Well, no, they're not going to carry it that far. It was earlier up the field that it was called, so they are at the 42-yard line. But the Bruins, 4 penalties for 50 yards. There have been no penalties against Union City so far tonight, so they started at the 42. And Jones is in motion, and they are going to snack him down. Fumble, and it's going to be a scoop. Is it a scoop and score? Yes, it is. How about that? Bradley Stamper with a scoop and score. Here's your Chuck Hutton replay. Now look and see what happens here. And just absolutely swarmed under, and here goes Bradley Stamper picking it up at the 33 and taking it all the way home. Those turnovers will kill you every time, and so a 33-yard return of the fumble. And it was Tayari Jones with the fumble, and this just looks like a carbon copy of last week. 2 touchdowns, Bruins. 1 touchdown for opponents, and here they come again answering with 2 more. So Cooper Sykes back in to attempt the extra point. And we're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back right after this.
Beauty House Social, Jackson's premier blowout bar and full-service salon and med spa. From lashes and facials to cosmetic injections and lasers, we have it all. Let's be social.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
At Dynamics Physical Therapy, we help our clients get back to doing what they love. Dynamics is now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B, Conrad Drive, Jackson.
Cohen Wood was the injured player, and he walked off the field on his own power. And so the Bruins now trying for the extra point after the 33-yard return of the fumble recovery by Bradley Stamper. Extra point, up and good, and the Bruins have a 3-touchdown margin, 28-7. Back with more after this.
Beauty House Social, Jackson's premier blowout bar and full-service salon and med spa. From lashes and facials to cosmetic injections and lasers, we have it all. Let's be social.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Has your home comfort gone to the dogs? Beat the heat this summer with Jackson's most trusted team of technicians at McCoy's Heating and Air Conditioning. Our York certified and trained technicians can repair or replace your HVAC system, keeping everyone cool so you don't end up in the doghouse. Sit, relax, simply call or go to our website. It's wonderful to chill knowing you always have someone by your side. Your HVAC system's best friend, McCoy's Heating and Air.
Well, last week the Bruins 28 points in the first half, and they're doing it again tonight. And 6:52 remaining, 28-7. I think they're going to be very cautious about kicking it high into the hands of Jones after he exploded with a 95-yard touchdown run. And here's the kick. And again, another ground scooter that is taken at the 27. And bouncing off some of the defenders and getting to about the 42. And on the run, on the return, was DJ Evans. So a 15-yard return. They've done a good job on return yardage tonight. $152 yards return, but they haven't been able to get but one touchdown tonight. But good field position at the 42 for the Golden Tornado. And the officials calling timeout. So as they do, we'll take one. 6:45 remaining, Bruins up 28-7. Perkins Restaurant and Bakery on Van Drive has been part of Jackson and Madison County for more than 25 years. We're more than a restaurant. We love our guests as family, and we enjoy getting to know you personally. Come anytime for our $5 breakfast deals. Buy 3 muffins and get 3 free from the bakery. Our Wednesday specials, or all-you-can-eat catfish Friday and Saturday nights. And don't forget, free pie Mondays. Perkins on Van Drive in Jackson.
For over 60 years, King Tire Company has been your trusted source for quality tires and auto care. Since 1959, our family-owned business, now managed by our third generation, has proudly served the community with 3 locations: East End Drive in Humboldt, Old Hickory Boulevard in Jackson, and Airways Boulevard in Jackson. From tires and alignments to oil changes, general repair, brakes, belts, hoses, radiators, and more,
Starting
King
at
Tire
the
Company has the
42
expertise
for the Golden Tornado. Handoff straight up the middle, and the official called it dead before they ever got the play off. They were going straight up the middle, and this looks like it's going to be encroachment. So 5-yard penalty. That's the first penalty of the night against the Golden Tornado, so they'll take it back to the 37, 1st and 15. So Zach Summers has a little bit more work to do. They have 3 wide receivers and 1 man in the backfield. And this time going to go right up the middle as he did last time, and they almost got back to the original line of scrimmage, and a flag after the play. And that's Aiden Reed, but let's see what happens after we see what the officials call here. And so they're discussing this. He picked up about 4, almost got it back to the original line of scrimmage. Personal foul against... No, it's a double personal foul, so that's an offsetting penalty. And that was after the play, so you give him 4 yards on it. So it is a 2nd down and 11 from the 41. Once again, you got 3 wide receivers. And he's going to carry it right up the middle again. Goes over left tackle and trying to break free. And finally, they have to get about 7 Bruins to stop him at about the 49. They may even spot it at midfield. And I must tell you, this young man is a tenacious runner. He is very hard to bring down. And Reed's a 195-pounder. He's a junior. But he absolutely carried ball carries. So he picked up down to the to midfield, so it is 3rd and 2, and they're going to go right to him again, and he's going to get easily the first down to the 42-yard line. And watch just how amazing these runners are just going up the middle with this, but that's 2 straight runs again for Reed. So they have made it to the 42 of the Bruins. And Summers gets over the 40, gets down to about the 39, so give him a pickup of 3 as he calls his own number. And last week he scored on a 25-yard run, so you know he can do it with his legs as well as his arm. Under 5 minutes to go here in the first half from Union City. And getting right over right tackle and doing a tremendous job of carrying defenders again is Kyle Price. And Price powers it down to the 33-yard line. So Union City so far tonight, 5 first downs. And that was a delayed handoff and trying to bounce off the tacklers again and picking up about 4 on the play. And once again, he goes to Price. So this is a ground-oriented drive for the Tornado. And they have managed to bring it all the way down to the Bruin 29. Again, they don't have them split out very wide in this case. One man in motion. He fakes the handoff, and that's going to be a loss. They did not fool the Bruin defenders. And Price, now you just watch this. They smelled this one out. They tried to get him on misdirection, and the Bruins just bounced off of the offensive lineman and just smothered him, so it's a loss of 4 on the play for Price. 2nd and 14, back to the 33. 2 out of 5 in passing so far tonight, and let's see if they caught somebody, if they drew them off sides. And that's going to be offsides Bruins. They said they were not drawn offside, so the Bruins, again tonight, that is 5 penalties for 55 yards. So now it is only a 2nd down and 8. One man in the backfield once again, and he pitches back, and nice job of stalling that one. That was Jones on the carry, and an excellent tackle by Eli Yandel. And watch as he bounces off his blocker and manages to nail him at the 27. All right. Big 3rd down play. They've got to get to about the 19 and a half. And they're going to go right up the middle, and they aren't going to get anywhere. They'll get to about the 26, so give him a pickup of 3 on the play, but he's still well short of that first down. So it's 4th down, and call it 6. They've got to get just inside the 20 for the first down. So big defensive play here with under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Bruins look like they're going to rush 4. And they swing it out wide left, and he got the first down. Yes, right on it. And he's favoring his left leg. Look at this. Nice job, misdirection, swung it out to the left, and he just gets inside the first down marker. So the players are going to come over and talk to the coaches once again. Let's take a break. We got a timeout. 1:36 to go with the Bruins up 28-7.
For over 60 years, King Tire Company has been your trusted source for quality tires and auto care. Since 1959, our family-owned business, now managed by our third generation, has proudly served the community with 3 locations: East End Drive in Humboldt, Old Hickory Boulevard in Jackson, and Airways Boulevard in Jackson. From tires and alignments to oil changes, general repair, brakes, belts, hoses, radiators, and more, King Tire Company has the expertise and service you can count on. King Tire Company, keeping you on the road since 1959.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first, then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitscapes, let's build something beautiful.
This is a big series now for both teams, but particularly for Union City to try to make this only a 2-score game. And they need a touchdown, not a field goal at this point right now. Last week, they had a dramatic drive down the field and scored with 8 seconds left to defeat Murray in a real thriller, 35-28. But right now, they're having to play come from behind virtually the entire game. Bruins got out to a 14-0 lead. And then just as it happened last week for the Bruins against Peabody, there was an answer touchdown, a 95-yard kickoff return for a touchdown to make it 14-7, and then the Bruins have come right back with 2 more, and they lead it 28-7, and the defense and hobbling off the field, they have had some injuries tonight, and that is Cohen Simpson, senior wide receiver and defensive back. And you just don't want to see this happen to any of these kids here, particularly at the early part of the season. So hopefully he can shake that off, but that is just not something you want to see. So they have made it to the 19, and with 96 seconds to go in the first half, they are 19 yards away from pay dirt and closing this to within 2 TDs. And, of course, you see that big Keelan Robertson, 320-pounder over on the left-hand side of the line, trying to open up some holes for them. And quarterback calls his own number and was thinking about pitching it back. And Zach Summers was smothered back at the 20. You look at this, and I think he was just a little bit indecisive about whether he was going to pitch this thing back. And bingo, he's back at the 20. He's very fortunate that it wasn't a larger loss, and the clock continues to run. They're at the 20. Second down, 11. And he's going to hand it off, and right straight up the middle it goes. And with time ticking away, Reed picks up perhaps 1. They may be generous and give him 2, but it looks like just 1. And the clock continues to roll. We're down to 20 seconds remaining, and it is third down and about 9.5. And he's rolling out right. He's got a man open, but he is crashed out of bounds with less than 9 seconds remaining. 5-yard gain on the play. So this is fourth down. And you can see he had his man open here, and he just didn't have any blockers out in front of him. And what a play over there on the other side by Miles Horton, who's been all over it tonight. They're going to go for a field goal. It'll be a 32-yard attempt. There's the snap, placed down, up. And it is good. 32-yard field goal for Landros. So they managed to slice it down by 3, 28-10. That's not really what they wanted. They wanted the touchdown on that, but they'll take what they can get. So we'll have long.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Let me tell you about the American Dream. In 1974, I had $425 to my name. I bought 21 carpet remnants, rented an old lumber shed, and opened Deaton Drug Barn on East College. I worked long hours with hope of taking care of my family. I'm so thankful to Jesus who changed my life. He gave me a dream. So in 1985, we opened Deaton's Carpet One on the 45 bypass with a commitment to customer satisfaction. My friends, don't give up on your dream, because your dream can come true.
28-10, Bruins on top after the 32-yard field goal by Landros. So probably have just enough time for a reception here, and they'll take it to the locker room. And here comes the kick, and he's going to go deep with it. And that one's all the way back in the end zone, so no time goes off on the clock, and we'll see if the Bruins decide to just take a knee here with an 18-point lead at halftime. And offensively, they have absolutely dominated the game since the get-go. The one touchdown that they have given up was the 95-yard kickoff return to slice the lead at that point to 14-7. And then the Bruins answered with 2 touchdowns to go up 28-7, and then you just had the field goal, and I believe this is just going to be take the knee time. And he does, even if it is a 4-yard loss, he'll take it. So Corbin just kneels down, and that is the end of the first half. And the Bruins 28-10, 2 touchdowns in each period, and the defense has done a tremendous job of trying to keep the regular offense out of the end zone. So it's 28-10 at halftime. We're going to take a break, and then we come back, we'll give you all of the halftime statistics, so stay with us.
Hey Jackson, Chuck Hutton, Tennessee's trusted name in automotive excellence, is proud to announce the grand opening of Chuck Hutton Nissan, now open at the I-40 and 45 bypass right in the heart of Jackson. Come see why Chuck Hutton has been the go-to destination for car buyers in Memphis for over 100 years. Now we're bringing that same dedication and experience to Jackson. Come experience the Chuck Hutton difference for yourself. Chuck Hutton Nissan will have you saying, I'm going to Jackson.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for supporting this broadcast. Jeremy Little, Shelter Insurance, 189 West University Parkway, Suite A, Jackson. Snyder Equipment, 1311 Lower Brownsville Road, Exit 74 on I-40.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our Foundation Benefits with High Interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first, then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitscapes, let's build something beautiful.
Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in team sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour, and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your team sports. You can email or call us for all your team sports needs. Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction.
For more than 60 years, King Tire Company has been your go-to source for quality tires and dependable auto care. Our Airways Boulevard location in Jackson has proudly served the community for decades, delivering the excellence you've come to rely on. Whether you need tires, oil changes, alignments, brakes, and more, King Tire Company has you covered. All tire sizes, ATV to light truck and beyond. Visit our Airways Boulevard location in Jackson today. King Tire Company, where long-standing tradition meets exceptional service.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Halftime here at War Memorial Stadium in Union City, and the Bruins looking like a carbon copy so far of last week, 28-10. Now, they've had to use more plays on each drive, but let's take a look at how things have stacked up. First downs, Bruins 7 and Union City 6 in the passing department. The Bruins are 5 out of 7, 4 out of 7 for Union City, but the Bruins have had the big edge in passing yardage, 90-23. Now, rushing yardage, 13 times for 81 yards for the Bruins, 25 rushes for 68 yards for Union City. It's just been one of those nights they have not been able to get it going in the passing game. They've had very, very short gains in their passing yardage, and they have not been able to get a big one vertical down the field. Return yards, Union City with the edge, 152-84, but the big difference in that one was the 95-yard kickoff return for a touchdown by Jones in the first period, late in the first period, that cut the lead down to 14-7. In punting, the Bruins have kicked it one time for 46 yards and Union City once for 25 yards. The big issue for USJ, once again, is penalties. They've been handed 6 of them tonight for 55 yards. There's only been 1 penalty for 5 yards for the Golden Tornado. And when you look at that kind of thing, it has not hurt the Bruins tonight. But it's one of those things you look at down the road in the season. Last week, 125 yards and penalties. Tonight, 55. So you think about that, and I know that's another thing that particularly Derek Pritchard wants to see his team cut down on those kinds of mistakes. A couple of them were things that prolonged Union City drives after the Bruins looked as though they had had a stop for losses. And one of them was a face mask penalty. Another one was a personal foul. So you just look down at those yardages, and you want to see that evaporate somewhat. But the Bruins have just let's take a look at this right here as you also see the Union City band on the field. But let's see how they all scored here in the first half. Noah Spencer only 80 seconds into the game, scored on a 5-yard run to make it a 7-0 lead. And then in the second quarter, he scored again on a 28-yard run to make it 14-0. And with 11:28 to go in the second period, it was Jones for Union City with an electrifying 95-yard kickoff return in which he blew off several defenders, particularly when he got to the 40-yard line to cut the lead to 14-7. But the Bruins, with a quick drive back down the field, only needed 2 minutes and a half, and Noah Spencer with his third touchdown of the evening, a 2-yard run to make it 21-7. And then with 6 minutes 52 seconds left on the ensuing drive by Union City, Bradley Stamper picked up a fumble, scooped and scored 33 yards for a touchdown to make it a 28-7 game. So that defense made a big charge there. And then right at the end of the first half, after a short drive, Union City with a 32-yard field goal from Landros to make it a 28-10 game, and that is where we are at halftime. So this is, so far, what we've been seeing is a much more explosive Bruins team offensively than we had last year. But I caution everyone, considering what happened last week, this Union City team, they were full of comebacks and then managed with 8 seconds left in the game against Murray. They made adjustments in the second half, and 8 seconds left to go against Murray, scored the winning touchdown to take it 35-28 on the road. So as some of the fans would say, it ain't over yet, folks. We're going to take time out for some more commercials from our fine sponsors. Before we do that, let me just remind you that this is a copyrighted broadcast of Worthy Road Studios for 2024. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, editing, or further use of this BallGame Blitz broadcast, the descriptions and accounts of this game without the written consent of Worthy Road Studios is strictly prohibited. And we remind you that tonight our sponsors are the Blacksmith Restaurant, Chuck Hutton Nissan, King Tire Company, Jones Chevrolet, Deaton's Carpet, Elite Dental, Humboldt Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, McCoy's Heating and Air, King Jewelers, Foundation Bank, Great American Sports, Fitscape's Lawn Service, Summit of Jackson, Roberts Jewelers, BH Social, Randy Terry State Farm, Snyder Equipment, Jeremy Little Shelter Insurance, H&M Construction, Garrett Heating and Plumbing, Dynamix, Perkins Restaurant, and the Willows of Jackson. And we thank them one and all. So right now, let's go visit with our fine sponsors.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first, then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitscapes, let's build something beautiful.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating 668-3339 for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care and let your smile say it all.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop Jones Chevrolet Humboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory. No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at Humboldt Dodge Chrysler Jeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
And back we are at War Memorial Stadium in the fine city of Union City, and Bruins on top 28-10, and across the way they're very, very small in our camera range, but I can tell you there is an excited group of Bruin fans who have made the trip over here, and we are so pleased that they have, and I am hoping that everybody has a safe trip back home, and we wish you and yours a wonderful Labor Day weekend, and I hope for your sake that you don't have to work on Monday. If you do, we salute you, because there we go. We're tighter in and letting you see some of the fans who are there. Now, you still may not be able to pick out who they are, but we surely do appreciate them coming and supporting the Bruins on the road tonight. And next week will be the home opener, and it's somewhat a little strange when you don't open until week 3 of the season, but we're looking forward to that next week, being back in the confines of Carlock Stadium. But right now, the important thing for the Bruins is to continue some of the strong defense that they had in the first half. And, of course, they forced a turnover that led to a touchdown by Bradley Stamper. And everything seems to be clicking for the Bruins offensively and defensively tonight. But you cannot put anything past this Union City team. They are double tough, and they have the ability to make a comeback against you. So you got to hang in there with this one, because it is a long way from being over this evening. And I also want to thank our great crew who is here with us tonight, and our head of our trucking company who is on the roof on camera tonight, Paul Schultze, our executive producer of Worthy Road Studios. Right to my left is our director, Billy Boland II. And we have Christian Lockhart, who is on replay for us tonight. And of course, we also salute, for his help in the forecast, our regular Worthy Road Studios meteorologist, Christian Bryson. And the teams are headed back on as we are set to go with the second half kickoff. Now, the Golden Tornado will receive the second half kickoff. That is big for them, because if they could get an early drive, and particularly before USJ gets the ball, we got a brand new ball game. And if they were to go down and score a touchdown, it would not surprise me if they didn't try to go for 2 and cut it down to a 10-point differential. But a lot has to happen. Well, they've added another 3 minutes on to halftime, because the teams just came back out for warm-ups. And I'll mention to you once again that Worthy Road Studios brings you a passel. And I'm glad to use that word, a passel of sports, all throughout the seasons, all the way here from football, all the way into the end of baseball and softball in the spring. And the BallGame Blitz Sports Network brings you Trinity Christian Academy and South Gibson County. And those games are always broadcast to each school's Facebook page, and also Union University home games for volleyball, soccer, basketball, softball, and baseball. And Worthy Road's also producing Rockabilly Baseball that we had another fine season with. Bethel University football and Lane College football and basketball have been added to our network this year. And all of our BallGame Blitz games are archived to Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel. So don't forget to subscribe to our Worthy Road YouTube channel, and you can see all of them whenever you want to. You can see tonight's game not long after it's over with. Just go to our YouTube channel. We'll be glad to have you aboard, and we do thank you for watching us, and it also helps our sponsors to know that we got a lot of folks out there who are watching USJ and all of our other sports. And we encourage you also to please support our advertisers who help make Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz broadcast the quality that they are. And without the advertisers that we have, and some of them I know personally, and I know what fine, fine business people they are in our community. Without them, we wouldn't have these broadcasts for you. And so many, many thanks to all of them, and we appreciate them one and all. And we're about a minute away from the second half kickoff. And in case you just joined us, the Golden Tornado opted to take the option in the second half, and so the Bruins got the first kickoff of the game and needed only 80 seconds to score, only 3 plays. Not quite last week where they only needed 1 play in each of their first 4 possessions, but you have to say at this point it has been a USJ-dominated game, but it'll be interesting to see what Coach Markle does as far as adjustments here in the second half. And we are down to about 85 degrees here as we approach, and I'm looking where we are right now. We are at about the 8:30 bottom of the hour, and so for those of you watching us live, and it is, it's humid enough. It feels about 88 outside, but it's not like it was when we took the field tonight and we had a heat index of 94. So it's beginning to be a little more comfortable tomorrow. In fact, overnight in some portions of northwest and west Tennessee, we are expecting the chance of scattered thunder showers, and that's going to cool things off for a few days. We're going to see more days in the 80s and mid-80s as we make the transition into September on Sunday and, of course, Labor Day. Unfortunately, right now, and of course, you know how West Tennessee weather is. It can change on the drop of a hat. But the forecast right now for West Tennessee weather is that we have, for Labor Day, about a 50 to 55% chance of isolated thunderstorms. So just be on the lookout for that if you're having your cookouts, wherever you happen to be, all across our fine land here in West Tennessee. And Derek Pritchard getting his troops their final instructions. Enjoyed visiting with him before the game tonight. And I tell you what, he's one coach who absolutely loves his players, as do all of the assistants on this team. So Cooper Sykes in for the kickoff. And I think once again, they will probably try to keep this one more on the ground or a lower one rather than to kick it deep after the 95-yard return that came from Tiare Jones back in the second quarter. So he's only going to go back about 4 yards deep. Yeah, well, he's going high and deeper than I imagined, and here they go at the 25, and Jones turns on that speed again, and he's got the crowd electrified. They're going to have to get him down here, and he's bounced off. Is it going to be 2? Yes, it is. They'll never stop him. Touchdown, Union City, and what a way to start the second half for the Golden Tornado. We look at it again on the Chuck Hutton replay. Let me tell you something, friends. Oh, my heavens. There he goes. He's picking you up at right about the 45. He had 4 defenders who could not bring him down, and there at about the 35 is where he takes it and flies. His second touchdown, and again, going deep against him has not been a wise move. So it is an 85-yard kickoff return. And Simpson, the holder, and the extra point is good. And so just like that, we have ourselves an 11-point game back after this.
At Foundation Bank, we love working with small businesses, and we serve them uniquely through truly local decision-making and underwriting. But we're more than a lender for your small business. We're also a source of financial counsel. Hey, running a small business can be hard and complex, but we can help. Let us learn more about your small business by visiting our website. It's foundationbank.org, or call us at the number on the screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Foundation Bank is a member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitzcapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first. Then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitzcapes, let's build something beautiful.
Well, what can you say? Thayari Jones is, if anything, explosive, but he opens the second half on the opening kickoff and completely changes the face of the game with that 85-yard kickoff return, his second of the night. I don't know whether anybody in Union City football history has returned 2 for touchdowns in one night, but you've had it here. And the kickoff, again, a very, very short one, and fumble! And it looks like Union City may have it. Oh, my heavens. We have a brand new game here, and they have done this twice tonight and trying to get under it, and it went off of his knee, unfortunately, for Bradley Snapper, and the recovery for Union City at the 38-yard line and a chance to close this gap to within even 3 points. I told you, you cannot, with this Union City team, they are resilient. You cannot count on them with that first half score of 28-10. And now they are feeling the confidence. They go up the middle, and that time nothing is there for Aiden Reed. So he's stopped for no gain. He has carried the ball 9 times tonight for 27 yards, so it's 2nd and 10 from the 38. And this is a big series for the Bruins defensively to rebound some confidence here. You got a man in motion. Handoff goes up the middle again. No, he faked it, and he pitches it wide. And there you go. He just absolutely tripped over himself. And that was Thayari Jones, and I think he's okay, favoring his ankle a bit. But look at this. He faked the handoff up the middle, and then just a little swing pass out to Jones. And there he goes all the way to the 26-yard line, a 12-yard pickup. So they're at the 26, knocking on the door once again, and we are only a little bit more than 75 seconds into this second half. He's got 3 wide receivers in the game. And you got timeout. So they're going to talk it over. So Union City knocking on the door again, trailing 28-17 to the Bruins. Back in a moment.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Beauty House Social. Jackson's premier blowout bar and full-service salon and med spa. From lashes and facials to cosmetic injections and lasers, we have it all. Let's be social.
Bruins shell-shocked here to start the second half. Fakes the handoff, calls his own number, and right up the middle for a gain of about, we're going to give him 5 on this one. And he had the man in motion, but he just takes it himself and goes right up the middle for 5. So Simmons with 5 carries for 14 yards, but more importantly now, it is a second down and approximately, let's call it 6 from this point. And he's got a little swing pass that was almost picked off. Excellent defensive job by Mills Terry. Knocked it out of the way. If Mills had been about 1 step, and we'll see this again, if Mills he goes off the defender, that was the best thing about it. He went off his own blocker and knocked it out of the way. If he had come up with that one, that would have been 6. So, 3rd down. They have been strong here on 3rd down possessions. High! They're not going to get it here. He's going to have to fall back on that one. Loses all the way back to the 35-yard line. That was obviously some miscommunication. They're going to spot it at the 34. And so it's 4th down and 15. Loss of 10 on the play. So big 4th down play now. They're not going to go for the field goals, a little bit outside their kicker's range, and he's going to try to carry this one and then fires it, and incomplete. And so the Bruins will take over on downs. This would have been a tough one no matter what. It looked as though he might be calling his own number, but he said he fired it, but the receiver was already down at about the 13-yard line. So the Bruins, they dodge a big one right there after the fumble, and they will have it actually in pretty good field position at their own 33.5. Had that been a different situation, and just without that long loss that they had on the bad snap, who knows what we might be looking at right here. But Bruins now with an opportunity to try to extend this lead once again. They got to go 67 yards, and Howard's going to call his own number. He's going around right in, and he has picked up the first down at the 45, 12 yards for Corbin Howard. So that's the 8th first down of the game for the Bruins. 7 first downs for Union City. Corbin's done that so far in this young season. He's going to do it again, and let's see if he can make it around. Yes, he does. Not quite the run that he had before, but he picks up about 3 to the 48. Well, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 46, so they only give him 1 on the play. Corbin 4 carries for 32 yards. Bruins right back up over the ball, 2nd down and 9. They have to get to the Tornado 45 for a first down. Using a little bit more time between plays than they did in the first half, and they're going to go up the middle, and it's Noah Spencer bouncing off defenders, and he gets away once again. I don't know if he got the first down, but his teammates, they are cheering him on with that. Let's see. He might be a yard short. It looked as though he picked up 9. But look at this. You had 2 defenders who tried to knock him down, and he just carries them and then goes out of bounds just short of the first down mark. And he's going to go again. And he gets the first down this time at the 42. So that's first down number 9 for the Bruins. 76 yards rushing so far tonight for Noah Spencer. And 3 touchdowns. And this looks like more of a grind-it-out type of drive for the Bruins right here, but don't count out Corbin Howard trying to go vertical up the field. They're eating up a lot of time on the play clock right now. And this time they only have 1 receiver. Well, I think they're going to talk it over. I think they weren't on the same page with their offensive coordinator, so let's take a timeout. Bruins have the ball, 2nd and 7.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at Humboldt Dodge Chrysler Jeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for supporting this broadcast. Jeremy Little, Shelter Insurance, 189 West University Parkway, Suite A, Jackson. Snyder Equipment, 1311 Lower Brownsville Road, Exit 74 on I-40.
For over 60 years, King Tire Company has been your go-to source for quality tires and auto care. Since 1959, we've been proudly serving the Humboldt community from our East End Drive location. Whether you need tires, oil changes.
All right, Bruins back over it at the 42, and there's a swing pass, and look at this. Another first down on the play. But we got a flag on the play. Let's see if this one comes back. No, it doesn't. So they're going to give him the first down, and Alex Wallace on the catch. And a gain of 13 for the 10th first down of the evening for the Bruins. They're at the 30. And swinging out to the opposite end is Wallace Driver. They're going to have two split out there. Drew English is joining him. Now, you could expect possibly some misdirection on this one. Instead, the misdirection is going right straight up the middle to Noah Spencer, and look how he's carrying 4 defenders as he may have the first down. They look like, I'm sure the defense was looking for a pass, and look at Noah just drag and drag and drag and gets to the 20. 86 yards rushing for Noah Spencer. They're not going to quite give him the first down on that one, so it's second down and about a half yard. And he gets the handoff, goes around his own left end, and just knocks the defender down. It is a first down. Let's see if they spot it on the 15 or 16. And look at Noah. He's just absolutely fearless in the wake of 2 defenders chasing him, and he just knocks the guy out of bounds. So they are at the 16. Noah with 90 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns in tonight's game. And after that scare they had at the opposite end, Bruins have done a good job of grinding this one out. Howard's going to hand it off once again to Noah. He's going to be workhorse this time, and he is gone. Touchdown, Bruins. And how about that? 4 of them tonight for the Bruins. 16-yard run, and just look at him following his blockers perfectly and just dodging and weaving and gets it right over right tackle into the end zone. A 16-yard touchdown run, and the Bruins are back up 34-17, and here comes Cooper Sykes in for the kick. And the kick is good. So we're at 5:53 remaining in the third quarter. Nice answer touchdown for the Bruins as they lead it 35-17.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory. No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Well, there's never any such thing as a 100% guarantee in football, but I can almost guarantee you here that this kickoff is not going to go to Tayari Jones, at least on the fly. They've already given up 2 touchdowns to Jones on 95 and 85-yard kickoff returns. Just brilliant. And he is. This is just going to be a ground scooter, and it's going right through their hands, and they're going to have to snag down on this one back at the 28-yard line. It was finally picked up by Martez Lipford. And so the Tornado will start this drive at their own 27-yard line, 28-yard line. They moved it up a yard closer. So they've got to go 72 yards to try to close this back down to an 11-point gap. And we're a little bit more than halfway through our third period of play. Steve Beverly with you from Union City, Tennessee. Beautiful stadium here, and the hospitality has been fabulous. And we've got timeout on the field again with the Bruins on top, 35-17.
Hey Jackson, Chuck Hutton, Tennessee's trusted name in automotive excellence, is proud to announce the grand opening of Chuck Hutton Nissan, now open at the I-40 and 45 bypass right in the heart of Jackson. Come see why Chuck Hutton has been the go-to destination for car buyers in Memphis for over 100 years. Now we're bringing that same dedication and experience to Jackson. Come experience the Chuck Hutton difference for yourself. Chuck Hutton Nissan will have you saying, "I'm going to Jackson."
And there are some of the Bruin faithful who have made the journey here tonight. And I know so far this evening, with the exception of 2 long kickoff returns for touchdowns by Union City, they have had a happy evening here. As the Bruins have dominated the conventional offense, it has been special teams that has kept Union City in this game. And the Bruins fumbling a kickoff also in the third period, but an excellent defensive stand and then carried it down the field 67 yards in 11 plays for a touchdown. And this is going to be a double reverse. Let's see if the Bruins can come off of it. It looked like he was trying to find it. Looked like a flea flicker, and they have stopped him at the 32 after a 4-yard gain. And that was Troy Joslin. He was looking for someone. It was somewhat of a flea flicker, and he was looking for somebody open down the field, and the Bruins did a good job of smelling that one out. 2nd down and 6 as the clock ticks down close to the 5-minute mark in the third period. One man in motion. And the handoff goes up the middle, and the Bruins sniff that one out. That may be a loss of about a half yard. And good job defensively that time by Brennan Doyle as well as Carson Moore. And so we'll just say no gain on the play, but it's now 3rd down. They have to make it to the 38 for a first down. Zach Summers calling the signals. He's got one man behind him in the backfield. And the clock is ticking. And gets a quick opener, and he looks to have the first down. Got just over the 38-yard line. And look at this one again. It was good blocking up front as they open up that hole over center, and he made it down just about to the first down area at the 39. But he is down on the field, and they're coming out to look over. Let's hope this is just a cramp. Let's take a 30-second break, and then we'll be right back.
Beauty House Social. Jackson's premier blowout bar and full-service salon and med spa. From lashes and facials to cosmetic injections and lasers, we have it all. Let's be social.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
And they are still attending down on the field to the injured Golden Tornado. They've had about 4 like this, but most of them have been cramps. And, of course, that was Aiden Reed, somebody that they could ill afford to lose. He's an excellent running back as well as a linebacker, and it looks as though that he's coming off on his own power. But with this heat out there tonight, and I can tell you as the USJ fans look on, with this heat still being pretty strong, even though we're only, let's just say, in the mid-80s right now, that can bring on cramps for these guys in the early parts of the season. And so it looks as though that Reed is okay, but he'll come out for this play. A little more than 4 minutes remaining, and the Bruins have led it all the way after getting out to a 14-0 lead early in the second quarter. And it was 28-10 at halftime. And looked like he was going to call his own number, but they smelled that one out. And there could be a fumble, but they're back on top of it. There's going to be a loss on the play. A little bit of hesitation by Summers on the pitch back to Tiari Jones. And you can see right there, it was just not stable, and they nailed him back. The ball did get away, but they were quickly back on top of it. So they're back to the 32-yard line. And that was a loss of 7 on the play. And we got a whistle and a flag thrown. Let's see what the story is here. And you've got illegal motion, illegal procedure against the Tornado. That's only their second penalty of the game. But that already hurts them at this stage of the game because it was already a 2nd down and 17, so this is going to make it 2nd and 22. And the clock continues to tick as we get close to the 3-minute mark. Tornadoes needing a big play, and the Bruins wanting to deny it. Got 2 receivers split out wide, and he's going to go back. And he is being chased and finally chased out of bounds at about the 33. So Summers got the best he could out of it. All of his receivers were covered. So let's see how much Summers picks up here. It's still going to be 3rd and long. It looks like it is. He got out to the 33. So it looks like it's 3rd down and 16. They can ill afford at this stage of the game, and that one trying to go up the middle with it once again, and there was just no room whatsoever for Jones. He picks up to about the 34. And it was a one-yard gain. So again, this is a 4th down play, and it looks like they're going to punt. Now, they could fake this one. But down 35-17 and that clock ticking, they can ill afford to give up another possession right here deep in their own territory. So I have a feeling they're going to get this one off. They've had 1 punt tonight for 25 yards. And this is no fake here. They're going to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken by Noah Spencer back at the 31-yard line, so give him a 37-yard punt. So, Bruins will take it over right there with 2 minutes and 5 seconds remaining, up 35-17, and you have to say this is a crucial defensive stop and stand for the Golden Tornado. They can ill afford to go down another score at this stage of the game. And the Bruins have really worn them down in many ways with this offense that has just been steady all the way tonight. Noah Spencer, 106 yards on the ground, 124 yards passing for Corbin Howard. And he fakes it. He's going to go with a long one and almost intercepted. Just didn't get enough arm on that one, and it was Cohen Simpson who almost pulled that one. Now, he looked as though he had his man. It was a timing pattern, but he couldn't get it over the head of Simpson, and you can see how badly he feels about that because he thought he had one and a big pickoff that would have been huge for the momentum. But instead, it's just another down, 2nd and 10 for the Bruins at the 31. So they're changing the play here. They've got one man split out way left. And this is just going to be a simple handoff. And Spencer at the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20. He will not be stopped. Touchdown, Bruins. I'm telling you, he's one of the best in all of West Tennessee, if not the entire state. But look at this. Ball at the 31. And here you go again, up the middle. He's got one man to beat at about the 45, and you can tell he's just looking at it. He's picking up the steam all the way 69 yards for a touchdown. .146 remaining. Let's take a break.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for supporting this broadcast. Jeremy Little, Shelter Insurance, 189 West University Parkway, Suite A, Jackson. Snyder Equipment, 1311 Lower Brownsville Road, Exit 74 on I-40.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
Well, Noah is rebuilding the ark tonight. 5 touchdown runs, 175 yards rushing, and he is just doing what Noah does. 5 of the 6 TDs for this Bruin team, and here's your kickoff again on the ground. It's a scooter, and they're just going to kneel on that one at the 31. They are not going to take a chance on a deep kickoff once again, and that was Jocelyn who goes down on that, and he says, we're not going to take any chances of a fumble. So the Bruins up 42-17, 91 points in their first 2 games of the season. We still got a little more than a quarter to go. Special teams for a while have kept the Tornadoes into this one, but they just simply have not been able to generate a great deal of sustained offense from scrimmage. And Summers with a fake, and now he's in trouble. And they get him down at about, let's see where they're going to spot that one, probably at the 34-yard line. So it's a gain of about 3. 2nd down and 7. And Simmons just had to do the best he could in that situation. And they're not playing with the rapidity getting back to the line of scrimmage like they did in the first quarter. It's been a more deliberate tempo. And Crawford's in motion, and he's going to go back to pass once again. Going over the middle, and nobody there. There were 3 Bruin defenders in the vicinity. He's 5 out of 10 in tonight's game for 35 yards. And looking at the rushing stats, 69 yards, so they have only 104 yards in total offense tonight. Bruin defense has been tenacious. So they are at 3rd down and 7. And he's trying to get it, and I think he is going to be swarmed under. There's just nowhere to go. We'll give him a yard on the play. So Summers has just been manhandled down here on this series, and it is 4th down and 6. And you can see there was just nobody there. The blockers weren't there, and he did not have a situation where he had a receiver to go to because they were all covered. So it is a 4th down and 6, and it looks as though they're going to punt again. Now you got to hurry in there so they can get the play off. And the 3rd quarter may come to an end. Yep. They did get the snap off before the quarter ended. A high kick. And they're just going to let it stop, and it drops like a poached egg right at about the 33-yard line. So, not a bad punt at all, 43 yards. And so that is the end of the third quarter. And it is USJ 42, Union City 17. Back with the final 12 minutes after this.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitzcapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first. Then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitzcapes, let's build something beautiful.
Are you looking to build a career? Build a career with West Tennessee's own H&M Company. H&M is a leading coast-to-coast industrial design and construction firm for Fortune 500 companies. Founded in Milan in 1957 and headquartered in Jackson, H&M is actively hiring in all areas of construction and engineering. Visit us at hmcompany.com to start building your career today.
Bruins take it over at their own 33. Final quarter of action. Steve Beverly with you here from Union City High School, and a score here, and we'll probably see a lot of the younger players coming out here. Noah Spencer, he is swarmed under this time. He's not going to be able to get away from that one, and that's one of his few losses on the night. And let's see how far back he goes. They just had the protection broke down completely, and you had two edge rushers that came in and just smothered Noah. So he lost all the way back to the 28, a 5-yard loss. Second down and 15. Noah 170 yards rushing on the night. That is only his second loss of the evening. The one other that he had was the first play of the game that he carried the ball. And you just get the feeling that the Bruins are going to be a lot more deliberate as far as time and tempo here in the final quarter with a 4-touchdown lead. And there's a fake, and here you go. 40, 45, 50, and finally swarmed out of bounds. But Corbin Howard calling his own play. And there you see the flag. We'll get to that after the replay. And Corbin faked the handoff and just took off running. And picking it up and laying it down all the way down to the 44. And that's going to be 15 more that's tacked on to it at the end. Well, now let's see here. What's going on? Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Bruins. So I think we will wipe that entire thing up. Well, no, you won't wipe the entire thing off. It's at the 40. It will be a first down, but it is an unsportsmanlike 15-yard penalty. So that takes away some of the 31-yard run that Corbin Howard had. So the Bruins back at their own 40, but with a first down. And the handoff to Noah. And here he goes, 50, 45, 40. Keep moving, 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 though they're disapproving. Keep them doggies moving, rawhide. And how about that? 6 touchdowns tonight for Noah Spencer, a 60-yard run. Good night and good luck. Just amazing. When he gets into the secondary, most of the time it is goodbye time. And the extra point is up and good. It is 49-17, and we'll be back with the kickoff after this.
No matter where you are, You can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory. Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating 668-3339 for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
Well, what can you say? Number 5 has been putting on a show for the second consecutive week. 49-17 and 17 carries, 230 yards, and 6 touchdowns. What a night he has had. I think they will not worry as much about kicking the ball deep at this point in time with 10:46 to go and up by 32. We'll see what he decides to do. It's going to be another ground scooter, and they got to get on top of it and get down, and so they did. That was Kazarian Skates who finally just toppled down on top of it, and if you wonder why the Bruins have done this more so here, it's because of the 2 kickoff returns of long distance that Jones has had tonight for the Golden Tornado, and that's been, with the exception of the field goal, that has been their scoring. And the Bruins have done a terrific job of holding them out of the end zone with the conventional line of scrimmage play tonight as we get down under the 10-minute mark. And that clock continues to tick. Summers with the handoff and nothing doing. Maybe 2, possibly 3. And Reed is on the carry. Reed with 30 yards rushing tonight in 10 carries. 2nd down and 7. And they're having a little bit of personnel adjustments here. Now they get ready, but they're taking such a long time between. I think possibly they're at a point right now they just want to get this one over with. And quick handoff up the middle again, and nice job. He's just short of the first down. That was Kyle Price. Let's see if they give him the first down or they call him a yard short. And finally coming in on the tackle was Ben Melton and Drew English. So they give him the first down at the 34. And there's a handoff up the middle once again, and somebody lost a helmet there. I think it was one of the Golden Tornadoes. Yeah, it was, in fact, Foster Rogers. You know, those quick hitters, and he managed to get 5 yards on the play. So Price with 10 yards rushing in tonight's game. Almost. Let's see if they drew somebody off sides or if they're going to call it against the Bruins. They're going to say he jumped off sides. So they give him another 5, and that's going to be another first down as they pick up to the 45-yard line. 10th first down of the game. Each team has lost 1 fumble tonight, but the Union City fumble led to a scoop and score by Bradley Stamper. 4-yard pickup on the play here. And you can see they're using Price pretty much as a workhorse right now. And they're just keeping that ball on the ground. At the 49. I can assure you, if you're hearing screams, it is not any type of crisis that we have here tonight. They're just some youngsters having a good time down here below us. Price, again, is just bing, bang, boom. Student body left, student body right. He picks up another 3. So he's got to get to the 45, 3rd down and 3 as we get down to about the 6.5-minute mark remaining to be played in the game. Man in motion. And the handoff, and he may take it off again. And they just did nail him with a shoestring tackle. A nice job by Drew English to keep him from another breakaway touchdown. This time it would have been from scrimmage. At the 48, and he found himself a hole around right end, and there he goes cutting back. And finally, English with a shoestring tackle stops him. And so he picked up on that play 32 yards. And he's going to drag him in, and he goes all the way. Price getting in for the touchdown. That's the first touchdown from scrimmage they've had tonight. And Price is just picking him up and laying him down, and he knocks off all of the defenders and gets in with a 16-yard run. So they line up for the extra point. Got to hurry up a personnel in there, though. 5:47 remaining with this touchdown score. And Landros with the kick. And this time it's wide left. So it's 49-23. We'll be back with the kickoff after this.
Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour, and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports. You can email or call us for all your teen sports needs. Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction.
Hey Jackson, Chuck Hutton, Tennessee's trusted name in automotive excellence, is proud to announce the grand opening of Chuck Hutton Nissan, now open at the I-40 and 45 bypass right in the heart of Jackson. Come see why Chuck Hutton has been the go-to destination for car buyers in Memphis for over 100 years. Now we're bringing that same dedication and experience to Jackson. Come experience the Chuck Hutton difference for yourself. Chuck Hutton Nissan will have you saying, I'm going to Jackson.
Well, Price with the 16-yard touchdown run makes it a 49-23 game. The extra point wide left. So they'll kick off from the 40, and I have a feeling you're going to probably see some reserves for the Bruins take the field here in this final just a little bit less than 6 minutes. But it's been another scoring extravaganza. Last week, 49-20 Bruins, and now 49-23 tonight. And there's your kick, and they're trying for an onside, but the good hands, man, right there up front, and they were anticipating that, and Ben Melton just snags it right there, not a worry about it whatsoever. So the Bruins will actually have terrific field position at their own 47. 53 yards away from yet another touchdown. And remember last week, when we got late in the game, it was Jackson Pugh. They didn't miss a thing. I shouldn't say it that way, but they didn't miss a beat when you didn't have Noah Spencer in the game. Now, Noah's back in the backfield once again. What a night he has had. 6 touchdowns. And he goes with him again, and he's bounding off of the defenders, and he just No, something that you won't ever see him do, and I hope he's okay. He's favoring that ankle, and that's the biggest thing that stopped him right there. He might have been gone for another one. And he's down over there. This is going to be a 14-yard gain for Noah, 244 yards rushing tonight. And that may be the last time we see him this evening because they don't want to take any chances with him. And if he has a little bit of a hobble there on that ankle, let's go ahead and let him have an opportunity to rest it for the rest of the way. And let's see what the other guys in the backfield can do. But he picked up a first down on that. And as we say, 244 rushing tonight. Right up the middle, pushing. And Jackson Pugh, who did the job last week in the second half, he was actually the leading rusher for the Bruins and had 2 long touchdown runs. And he picked up 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7. And they're perfectly happy to let this clock tick off. And Corbin's just going to take his time before he snaps it. There's no reason for him to rush it. Even if they don't make a first down on this particular series, he can get the clock down probably to about 2 minutes remaining. And he's going to hand it to, no, he's taking it himself once again, and he's going down and finally tossed out of bounds at the 32. There's no flag on the play, and some of the Bruins players were asking for it, but the official said, no, it was a clean play. But look at Corbin. When he calls his own number, you can see that he doesn't do it often, but he can absolutely make it happen with his legs. So he got to the 32, 1 yard short of the first down. And again, just taking it down as slowly as possible, eating up as much clock if they can get a first down here, and he's going to hand it up off the middle, and I think we have a flag. Beating everybody up the middle, going all the way with it is Jackson Pugh, but check the flag. We look like we may have had a flag. I may be wrong. No flag on the play. A 35-yard touchdown run for Jackson Pugh, and as I've said so many times in this young season, how about that? So the Bruins are just having a party out here tonight. Only took them 2 minutes on that drive, and the extra point is good. So the Bruins up 56-23, back with more after this.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
Why rent an apartment when you can lease a home? The Summit in Jackson offers 2 and 3 bedroom single-family homes with lots of amenities. Enjoy the comfort and space in a gated community with smart technology, ADS security, and no maintenance. Short and long-term leases are available, so visit our website or call to schedule your tour today at the Summit in Jackson.
While we were away, the USJ fans were giving the Bruins, their Bruins, a huge standing O over across the way. 56-23, and they topped last week's total of 49, so they have scored over 100 points in the 2 games this season. And Jackson Pugh, man, you take a look at a kid like him, and he's just a junior, and when he gets in there, he has the same type of breakaway capability as Noah Spencer did. Noah has retired for the evening with 244 yards rushing. And again, a ground scooter. And it goes right through his legs and out of bounds, so they will have it at the 25-yard line. Now, wait a minute. They called a flag. Let's see. It appeared that he touched the ball. Now, look at this. Now, perhaps it did go through his legs and he did not touch it. So, if that's the case, then there's a penalty and the ball will be spotted. Well, no, they're going to put it back where it went out of bounds. Apparently, they are going to rule that he did touch the ball. If the offensive team touches the ball on a kickoff and it goes out of bounds, then it's their ball where it goes out of bounds. If there was no touch, then, of course, then you would start it at the 40-yard line. But anyway, regardless, they'll be at the 25, and they go up the middle with it. And instead, it's a fake and a swing pass out to, and there he goes again. This Jones is something else. And they finally get him back. He has such amazing breakaway speed. All the way to the, it looks like the 15-yard line. And if that is the case, you're talking about, here he goes, and just a breakaway play. This young man, extremely talented, and he took that swing pass 60 yards. Actually, give him, let's see, at the 21, so it's 54 yards on that play. So they get all the way to the 24. And, oh, my goodness, Bruins are going to get it. Second fumble recovery of the night. And that one is Jack Kreider who came away with it, the sophomore linebacker. And snap was just too high, and there you go. Jack Kreider on top of it, and don't you know he's happy. And I know his parents are as well. So the Bruins will be, I think, because and we've got a timeout called with 2 minutes and 6 seconds remaining. Let's take a break, and we'll be back with the final two.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitzscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first. Then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your...
All right, Bruins after the fumble recovery. And the handoff goes around right end. And picking up at least 5 yards on the play, and that is Drew Davis. Caden Creech is in at quarterback. And it looked as though they might have him for about a 3 or 4 yard loss, and he just crosses over to 35. So a 5 yard pickup for Davis, 2nd and 5, but that clock continues to roll. And I think you're going to see a victory formation after this play. And they are just letting that play clock roll all they possibly can and just eating it up. And right up the middle, and maybe a half yard on the play. So Davis with a couple of carries late. We got a timeout now because it looks like another cramp out there, and that is just one of those things that we've seen happen to players on both teams tonight. More of the Union City players have had to deal with cramps. Let's hope that's what this is right now, because that's usually in the kind of position that you got a guy that has just dealt with it, and it happens so often when we have this kind of humidity. You know, thank goodness we don't play these high school games in the afternoon where it would just be horrendous. Let's take a 60-second break, and we'll be right back.
For over 60 years, King Tire Company has been a trusted name in quality tires and auto care, proudly serving the Jackson community for decades from our Old Hickory Boulevard location. With tires, alignments, oil changes, AC repairs, brakes, belts, hoses, radiator repair, and more. King Tire Company delivers the expertise and reliability you can depend on. Visit King Tire Company on Old Hickory Boulevard in Jackson today, where decades of experience meet top-notch service.
3rd and 4 for the Bruins at their own 36, and we're in the final minute. The drama has been written tonight, and it has been all Bruins, with the exception of 2 spectacular kickoff returns by Teari Jones. They're just going to let this one roll. And the handoff again, it is Davis up the middle, grinding, trying to get that 1 extra yard, and picks it up. Let's give him 2 on the play. And that should be it. That should be the final play of the game, and the Bruins have done it again on the road, 2 consecutive weeks in impressive fashion, 56-23. They had their moments where they were challenged, and early in the second half, when Jones had another spectacular kickoff return, it looked as though we were going to have a situation where we had a ball game, and then they answered right back. So the Bruins 2-0 on the season, Union City 1-1, and we'll be back to recap some of the most important action of the game right after this timeout.
Beauty House Social, Jackson's premier blowout bar and full-service salon and med spa. From lashes and facials to cosmetic injections and lasers, we have it all. Let's be social.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
At Dynamics Physical Therapy, we help our clients get back to doing what they love. Dynamics is now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
Beauty House Social, Jackson's premier blowout bar and full-service salon and med spa. From lashes and facials to cosmetic injections and lasers, we have it all. Let's be social.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Has your home comfort gone to the dogs? Beat the heat this summer with Jackson's most trusted team of technicians at McCoy's Heating and Air Conditioning. Our York certified and trained technicians can repair or replace your HVAC system, keeping everyone cool so you don't end up in the doghouse. Sit, relax, simply call or go to our website. It's wonderful to chill knowing you always have someone by your side. Your HVAC system's best friend, McCoy's Heating and Air.
Perkins Restaurant and Bakery on Van Drive has been part of Jackson and Madison County for more than 25 years. We're more than a restaurant. We love our guests as family, and we enjoy getting to know you personally. Come anytime for our $5 breakfast deals. Buy 3 muffins and get 3 free from the bakery. Our Wednesday specials, or all-you-can-eat catfish Friday and Saturday nights. And don't forget, free pie Mondays. Perkins on Van Drive in Jackson. Boy, on a night like tonight, that Perkins food would look some good, as my Aunt Maud used to say. 56-23, the Bruins romp tonight, and it will be a very pleasant ride back home for all of the USJ fans for the hour-long trip back to Jackson. And so let's take a look at some of the action that we had tonight and show you some of the electrifying plays that led to this 56-23 win on the part of the Bruins. So here we go with a Chuck Hutton Nissan replay. This is first period action, and there's a fumble, and the Bruins get on top of it. And here you go. Here is Spencer, and he was just doing this all night long, and he takes it about 28 yards for a touchdown. Now, this is one of the big, spectacular plays. This is the 95-yarder that you had. And look at this. He was really hammered about 3 different times, but he got down beyond those sidelines, and Tayari Jones was just gone. And he had another one tonight, but that one almost brought us back into reality here. And here comes the fumble and the scoop and score. This is Bradley Stamper taking it 26 yards in for a touchdown. And here comes a field goal that at halftime makes it 28-10. And here you go. Once again, here is Jones. And, I mean, he was amazing. If they had a conventional offense that would have matched their special teams with this, and look at the blocking that he had. He was just waving goodbye on this. And then here you go, fumble. This looked as though the Bruins were going to be in deep trouble, but they recovered from that. And here you go, Noah Spencer with another one of his 6 touchdowns, a 16-yard run. And here goes a handoff again, and look at Noah this time. He's just pirating down the field. It is just like watching a show all the way in for another touchdown out of his 244 yards rushing. Here is yet another one, the third one in the second half, and he is just completely beyond the secondary and gone. Noah with 6 touchdowns, 244 yards rushing. And let's look at your closing statistics tonight. For the two teams, 17 first downs for the Bruins, 12 for Union City. Passing, 6 out of 9 for Corbin Howard for 124 yards. He really didn't have to pass that much tonight. 6 out of 11 for Union City for 89 yards. Rushing, this was the big attack led by the amazing Noah Spencer. 32 carries, 360 yards. That meant 484 yards total offense. They have had in their first 2 games more than 1,000 yards total offense. 44 carries for 141 yards for the Golden Tornado. The big gun tonight was return yardage, and Union City with those 2 big, long touchdown runs on kickoffs by Jones, 237 yards returns, 84 for USJ. Punting, the Bruins only had to punt it away 1 time, 46 yards, 3 times for 35 yards, average for Union City. Bruins still have to work on the penalties. One of them cost Spencer a touchdown early in the game. They were penalized 8 times for 75 yards. Union City only twice for 10 yards. But as you look at it once again, one of the most spectacular performances, particularly in scoring, in USJ history, as 3 touchdowns in each half for Noah Spencer. An amazing night that he indeed had. And then don't forget, Jackson Pugh came in for another one. His 3rd touchdown of the season, a 35-yard run that put the exclamation point on it. And so there you have it. It was in Bradley Stamper, of course, as we showed you in the replay highlights. 33-yard scoop and score fumble recovery that made it 28-7 at that point. Bruins take it 56-23. So 2-0. We'll be with you again next Friday night from Carlock Stadium, and we'll look forward to seeing you then. Let's show you the people who made this game possible tonight. Of course, our director was Billy Bolin, number 2. On camera, the man who runs the show, our executive producer, Paul Schulze. On replay, Christian Lockhart. And as I always say, our meteorologist to keep us up to date with what the weather's going to be like, that was Christian Bryson. And Yours truly, Steve Beverly, on the play-by-play. Thanks for joining us. That's all of our time, and we do thank you for yours. And so until we're with you again next Friday night with the home opener, this is Steve Beverly saying so long from Union City, Tennessee.
Award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2023. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join over 4,700 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, South Gibson County, USJ, and TCA. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.